It's an honour to host such a prestigious and important event as this. You know, the partnership between CACT and Oxleas is groundbreaking, and you've only got to listen to all the speakers today to pick that up.
The partnership's been in existence for many years. In the early days of the partnership, we were looking for funding every couple of years. That's really difficult for an organisation like Charlton because they rely on income from organisations like Oxleas to continue, and this is a really valuable partnership. So to sustain it and keep it going, they need to feel confident that they've got long-term funding, and that's what we're able to give them today.
A privilege to be here today and to talk at this event and really showcase the amazing work that's going on between Charlton Athletic Community Trust and Oxleas with this partnership that is going to transform lives and improve the mental health of people in your communities. And it's been a real privilege for me to be able to highlight the amazing model, the relationship between CACT and Oxleas NHS Trust, because that really shows the power of using the power of football, the trust that football clubs and their charities bring in our communities.
I was a professional footballer for 17 years, chair of the PFA for 4 years, and I know the power of football. I know its reach and how far it can extend across communities. It has a unique ability to reach members of our community that other things and other organisations cannot reach. That's only a starting point. It's what you do with that and who you do it with. And this is just a perfect opportunity to build on the phenomenal work that's been done already.
This is something we've been doing together for a long time. It's about the best bits of both organisations working together and complementing each other. And you really can't underestimate the enthusiasm and the skill of the people that bring it to life in both Charlton and in Oxleas.
I was diagnosed with severe psychosis, OCD, anxiety and depression, which was really tough for me and my family. And also, you know, but just the support like from Oxleas, the Bromley EIP team, honestly, they're superstars. Like I wouldn't be here like without them. And then it was with that treatment and the therapy that I've been having, and you know, CBT, EMDR, ACT, you know, from all amazing healthcare professionals, just, you know, supporting me, rallying me on. And to that point, I was then ready for the CACT program, which they thought, and I didn't think that. And you know, just how, you know, they were like holding my hand and, you know, encouraging me to go on these trips. And that was just like such a, you know, beautiful moment. And you know, how CACT and Oxleas have come together is just, it's just beautiful.
I don't think we often give enough credit to those who share their lived experience, because they're not just churning out a story for our entertainment. They're actually taking themselves back to those moments of trauma and crisis and trying to relay that, hopefully for awareness and education, hopefully so someone else doesn't get to where they've been to. And there are things that you can put in a sentence that can no way reflect the experience. So when Azmeena is talking about, you know, the real depths of her crisis and the interactions with her family, I know those moments, and so that resonated with me, and I sat with her then and stand with her now.
Her bravery in telling her story is incredible, but also she's inspiring a whole generation of people every time she speaks, because she's brave enough to tell the story of the journey that she's taken with CACT and Oxleas Trust. And she's shared some of her deepest, darkest moments with people, but then shown where she is today, which is an absolute shining light in the room, an inspiration to everybody.
You know, when you see the commitment that everyone in the room's got to it, Oxleas, CACT, and then you see how impactful it is on people like Clarke, Carlisle, genuinely impressed with it, you know that this is going to go from strength to strength.
I think the value that it provides is helping people who may find it difficult to engage in activity, in participation, and in connection with other people. This started, to begin with, as a mental health initiative. All of those things can be compromised when you're experiencing mental ill health. So it really kind of demonstrates the power of bringing people together, the power of activity, and the power of social connection.
I know it's scary taking that first step, but, honestly, once you do that, when you look back on your journey, you're going to think, wow, it started from that, planting that seed, and it's just grown into like this beautiful, beautiful like flower. It's just, yeah.
You can have all the people in the world around you, and you can have all the services in the world around you. But if you don't do something, nothing will change. And I'm not going to stand here and say that these services are going to be the answer for everyone. But what they will do, undoubtedly, is be a part of someone's answer. And that can only happen if I start to engage with them. So if there is someone out there who's living through, whatever their situation is, you don't have to be like me. You don't have to tell everyone. It doesn't have to be anyone else's business. But it's imperative that you tell someone, and the right someone at the right time. And this partnership can be that one-stop shop where you are guided to the right someone for you at this time.